Time on the track.
You already know what this is, man. I'm talking about No Rap Cap Podcast, man. Number real raw shit. Audio dope podcast medicine, man. You can't get this shit over the counter. Gotta come rock with us to get it, man. I go by Gas the Realest.
I'm Mr. MEANA, the motivator, man. Here to motivate the nation, brother. Let's get it.
Facts.
Gonna motivate the nation, man. Lot going on in the nation. Still a lot going on in the nation, man. And appreciate everybody who's been fucking with us in the nation, man, with the monthly membership that's real big. If you made it this far to this episode, if you're not subscribing, you haven't liked, man, go ahead and do that. That's real big for us. And we appreciate everybody who's been rocking with us. And that's real talk. You heard?
Yes, Lord.
What it is, man.
Man, what's going on? Like, I got some shit going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's locally and it's nationally, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's something that's been going on for a minute, but it's starting to be a little bit more prevalent in our community in this day and time, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's because people are more promiscuous than ever before, you know what I'm saying? Everybody
What they is?
promiscuous.
Oh, shit.
Now that's some OG shit.
You know, everybody having a part of everybody, like pretty much, you know what I'm saying?
Pause.
You gotta share that, you know what I'm saying?
Pause.
So, you know, that's what's been going on. But what I'm speaking on is this HIV thing that's been going on, like, pretty much throughout this whole country. Like, you know, but I noticed that, like, in Houston and in New Orleans, you know what I'm saying, they've been having more cases, you know, that's
It's
been
heavy.
coming out. Yeah,
It's heavy, B.
There's a lot that's going on out here right now, you know what I'm saying? So
Niggas catch HIV every day, B.
yeah, but you know, at one time I used to hear people speaking on, you know, how bad it was, but actually it was like I didn't never know nobody that had contacted. You know what I'm saying? Like, or was carrying it or nothing like that. Like, at least it was, if it was quiet as kept. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody pretty much was like coming forward saying, you know, I have it and things of that nature. So, but in this day and time, we starting to get more people that's speaking up and saying that they got it, how they got it, and, you know,
They ain't putting their hat on.
and who they got it from, you know.
Yeah, you gotta put the hat on. Gotta put the fedora on, my nigga. Gotta put
that shit on,
Gotta
man.
put the fedora on, my nigga.
Put that shit on, man. Protect the head, man. You gotta put, you know, put pause on that one. But yeah, but like, you know, but we gotta be a little bit more cautious with how we move. You know what I'm saying? Everybody a little just, you know, more freely to doing it. You know, at one time, like gonorrhea, chlamydia, herpes, things of that nature was like almost like the shit that disappeared. Like I wasn't hearing people talking about, you know, catching it or getting burnt and things of that nature. But it looked like all that stuff is coming back tenfold. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to hear, you know, in a lot of posters and things that people talking about lives and things of that nature. They saying he burnt me or he gave me this or gave me that. And lately, like I said, this HIV thing been something that's like, you know, right in our face and in our community amongst the people that we know.
Yeah, my kid gave it to Vine. He down bad, bro. Yeah, my kid. Give him hell, my kid. Boy, you down bad. Boy, that boy feet looking like balloons.
I ain't see
Man,
that. I ain't see that
God
part.
damn.
You was telling me about that, but I didn't run across that particular.
Talking about you fighting COVID. Man, you down bad, boy. If you did that to that girl like that, ain't no if, boy, that you did that. That's the girl got proof. You talking about I never did that to you. Boy, you gonna go to jail. Under the jail. But at the same time, brother, I know some real shit. It's a lot of that shit be going on. He just a nigga that got caught. You heard me? That girl was going to have surgery, man, for another woo. You know what I'm saying? They found out. You know what I'm saying? You can't get no surgery.
Without blood work.
Yeah, man, that's the pre, you know what I'm saying? The pre-op type shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to have blood work.
Yeah, they got to. Yeah, you know, like I came across that, you know what I'm saying? And what I was a little confused about in that situation was like, I was wondering why Vonnie was like more crying at this day and time, as if like it just like, you know, if you've been contact, you know, carded or whatever, and now a couple of years later, you know, it's because it came out like you so, you know, destroyed by it, you know, and I don't know if it's because other people know or it became something else, became a topic of what people was talking about that made it that much more embarrassing, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I was just, you know, confused on the side of, you know, why she was so distorted about it, like as if it just happened today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was a little confused by that. So that had me a little lost, you know what I'm saying? Then it was talking about some money and things of that nature. So like I said, I only hear about the stuff that like surface. Like I'm not digging or going into the world like that, but according to what's been put out, you know what I'm saying? It was like something about 40 bands in the air. You know, I don't know if she gave him 40 bands to help or his situation or whatever may be the case, and he didn't hold her down properly. I think with him having a girlfriend and a baby on the way and things of that nature, like that kind of open up these emotions to feeling more played about the situation, like, you know what I'm saying? So, but I told my hat to Vonzie to even speak up on it and, you know, like talk about it, you know, publicly so that people could kind of know what's going on and how close we are to, you know, that type of disease that's around us, like, you know.
Yeah, at the same time, bro, that's cool to salute him for that. But at the same time, man, it start with accountability. Nigga gotta know that, man. And then especially when you up in age, bro, and you already got kids, just past the disease, like, man, nigga gonna get down like that. Especially as a woman, you gotta make sure that a nigga strap up, man. You know what I'm saying? You up in age, you already got kids. Like, there's a producer nigga, you know how many hoes running in and out the studio trying to get a song and taking advantage of that? Like, you know what I'm saying? This ain't gotta hold some type of accountability. And on the other side of homie, man, if you know what it is, man, you gotta be like, man, you can't just go out like that and not letting the person know, bro. Like, nah, man, ain't no bitch that a nigga should want to fuck that much to kill her. You know what I'm saying?
And in the way that, you know, like from listening to Vonnie speak, she was kind of saying that, damn, I'm going through this with you. I'm gonna deal with this, like almost like that's why I say I felt like once this girlfriend thing came out and this baby and stuff like that, that's what hurt her the most because it's almost like you fucked over me and put me in a situation playing with my life, but I still was willing to be down with you, meaning we gonna go through this. So, you know, I saw that she said that she, I guess, took her medicine and got herself to a level where she was undetectable, like meaning like, so I had to look that up. I had to look it up and I'm like, well, undetectable, that means you still got it, so can you still pass it on? But according to, you know, looking at, you know, when you're undetectable, they say you can't pass it on, you know what I'm saying? So, that, you know, that's what Vonnie was saying, like once I got to an undetectable situation, like, you know what I'm saying, that's when I started back, you know, I guess messing with people to that degree. But I still think that it should be some type of awareness brought to whoever you having intercourse with to let them know, like, you know, I had this and I'm undetectable right now, to give them the choice to see if they still want to deal or not.
You think a nigga bagging some undetectable?
I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? But they got niggas out here that, you know,
that bag the undetectable?
They bag detectable. Talk about undetectable.
Facts.
Nigga bagging detectable. I'm just, it's not a joking matter, but I'm just being honest about willingly, like they got just some people just move like that, bro. They just like, I'm gonna strap up and still go with the move, like, you know, they probably wouldn't go raw, but they still would. Some niggas think with their dick more than anything, you know what I'm saying? And if they hadn't bothered it, you know what I'm saying, they won't see what that's working with, they'll still try, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to picture it, like you feeling the chick and she's like, hey, Meena, before we move forward, I like you, you like me. They put all that on the table. I really enjoyed my time with you, this and that there. But I gotta tell you that I got this, but I'm not detectable. Man, like a girl know, like, man, a girl not, I just can't see a female doing it.
So you think it'll be, since you're undetectable and you know you're undetectable, it's nothing to even bring up.
Right, that's what I think most people do. It's just in your head, you just making sure that the person strap up. You ain't never saying nothing that I'm non-detectable. You just going out your way and you making sure you not having sex without no condom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. That ain't how that supposed to go though. But you know a bitch not about to tell a nigga, yeah, I got HIV. Boy, nigga don't want, dog, especially a black nigga. Boy, we don't know no HIV 1 mean. We don't know no HIV 2 mean. Detectable, non-detectable. We just know you got HIV.
Right.
That's the words that other breakdowns and how you get in that category. And boy, you tell a nigga you got HIV is over with. It ain't even getting to the fucking detectable and non-detectable.
Right. They don't really want to hear. You know I wouldn't. I just be fucked up about
No,
it.
she got one. I know you can fuck with her. She got one because she don't got, he got, you know, man, niggas ain't doing that.
Carriers, non-carriers, all this type of stuff. They got a lot of stuff to it, you know what I'm saying? We're not properly.
So, know what I'm saying? So I was just speaking from the point where, like, I get why motherfuckers, like, wouldn't tell a person be holding it in for so long. I was making a point when you was like 2 years ago. I'm like, man, that'd be wild, bro. You ain't about to just say that.
And you know what else scary about it? Like, when things like this come about and you find out through somebody else's situation that, you know, that they carry or they got HIV, and if you're a person that dealt with them, that puts you in a system of like, damn, like I was fucking with her, or I fuck with somebody that fucked with her, you know what I'm saying? However it may go, you know what I'm saying? You be kind of like scared for your life, like, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, because you just don't never know. So many people dealing with so many of the same people to where, you know, that shit just passing around amongst everybody, like, you know, and...
It's definitely a wake up. Nigga don't want to smoke with no nigga or nothing. That don't pass me nothing. I ain't passing you niggas nothing. Nothing. that shit is an eye opener. You hear me? A nigga called my phone. He said, man, I fuck with this little bit. And this whole time about we can't move forward. So I show my chart.
Right.
But niggas say, like this shit that happened in the city, bitches say, I ain't moving forward till a nigga show me the mind chart. See what nigga talking about, I ain't got no mind chart, you don't get tested. You never got tested.
Yeah.
Boy, if you got Brett in your body,
you got a mind chart.
you got a mind chart.
Right. Or you any kind of responsible, meaning you go get yourself checked up, you know, every now and then, you should have a mind chart. You know?
Boy, you got fucking Brett in your body, boy, your mind chart start, boy, as soon as you born, that's your mind chart.
Right, but you know, I'm just saying people don't have it on their phone and things of that nature because they didn't feel like they needed it at one time. But in this day and time where we are right
saying
now,
you ain't got it on your phone, I don't have no mind chart, that's different.
all right, but when you don't have it on your phone, you thinking I don't have one. You see what I'm saying?
I give you that.
I'm just saying, you see, fuck, I don't got one. Fuck, it's not on my phone. I can't. What you want me to go to the hospital and get it for you? Nah, I don't got the app. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have one. Like, you know, not meaning I don't have a chart, but I don't have a chart that I can show you right now.
Right.
But yeah, the my chart thing is serious, and I think that's a responsible thing to do with anybody. Niggas, you know, it ain't just a female thing. It should be a male thing, man. Let me see your my chart.
Only thing I bag is niggas be like, only thing I bag is my girl. My girl go favorably. She good, we good. That's how niggas.
That's that guinea pig shit.
That's how niggas do it. That's how most niggas do it.
Yeah, but still, you know what I'm saying? That ain't 100% safe because
you could be non-detectable.
Nah, just because you don't know, you're not attached to the hip by that person, so you don't really know, regardless to how much you'll put your head on the chopping board for her or him. You just don't never know how, you know, what they doing in their own free and spare time that they could do whatever they want to do. So you know
no, they could be doing whatever they want to do. I'm just saying, if you the person that's only been with this one chick and she go faithfully, she could be fucking with 30 niggas. But if you in your head, you the only person she fuck with, you the only person that dealing with her. If she good, you definitely good. And even if she fuck 30 niggas, you only dealing with her.
Yeah, unless she undetectable. See what I'm saying?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That could be the.
So
that
you
could be
gotta go. You gotta go yourself.
You gotta go for yourself, man, because that's just the most responsible thing to do. You should want to know. Besides HIV and things of that nature, just health. Period. Like, you know what I'm saying. You should want to know that you up to part, or you need to find out what's going on with you because you might can find something early enough to, you know what I'm saying, kind of get yourself straight instead of being 4-stage cancer or something by not being responsible enough to check yourself out, like, you know.
Got 20 pounds of seafood. Nigga, seafood and daiquiris down this bitch. All they got in their body. Nigga ain't never got chick.
Yeah, but like it's just a scary time that we in. And like I said, man, nigga got kids and shit that still got to grow up in this day and time
But
and
you wouldn't
explore
think
and figure
that's
out
crazy.
and find things out, and the shit just
Because what I'm thinking, and when I had first heard the news, right? I said, damn, man, I hear finding music come across the YouTube or Instagram from time to time, but I'm like, so just let me go check some shit out. Man, she got the rawest lyrics, like
She the raw,
you would
rawest
never
one.
like rawest meaning like ratchet wise, like the most. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You would never think that a person that's carrying that have that delivery. You know what I'm saying? That fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like her lyrics is, I'm like, damn, man. But
It's one lyric in particular that she said that it's kind of fucked up, like in a way, because you're like, you gotta get a big and you gotta share it and shit like that. Like that right there with the sharing and the whole little nine right there, that's the shit right there that get that shit moving amongst different people. And then when people buy into that type of mentality, you know what I'm saying, and they feel the same way, that shit spread like wildfire from that mentality alone. Like, you know what I'm saying? You willing to share something with somebody else, not knowing what this person may have. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, it's crazy, bro, but that's the damn time we in. And like I said, it's only right to be responsible enough to go get yourself checked out, protect yourself properly, bro. They got a bunch of different centers. Like, we're not in the damn times of Easy E when the shit first hit, or Magic Johnson when we didn't really know as much about it. Like, they got PrEP. They got all kind of other shit right now that people could kind of prevent themselves from, catching HIV by, taking those type of measures, like, more seriously than just freely just fucking people because they're in the heated moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people like just can't control themselves because they got turned on and hot. No, they ain't got no rubber right now, but still, like, I'm in the mood and still go with the mood.
Right.
And then a couple of months later, you dealing with something that's for life. That
you can't move from going with the move.
Can't move, huh?
That boy legs looking like parachute. Yeah. That boy shit looked like blimps. I was like, damn.
Yeah, when she put the, at first I was wondering, like, with the way Bondi like speak on how she move or how she live, even if she do it or don't do it, but just the lyrics of what she talk about, it had me questioning, like, damn, you could have got that from anybody. It probably didn't come from that dude. But when she put out the receipts of the text, it showed that she was saying what it was and he was responding back, like, you know what I'm saying, in a manner of, in an understanding of like what she's saying as being true. So that's what made me know, like, you know what I'm saying, it ain't no speculation.
Oh, he ain't, and then he ain't spoke? He ain't spoke?
Nah, I ain't hear nothing from him, but I'm just saying, according to the text messages on what she was saying to him and his response back, that was showing that he was aware of what she's talking about. So what she's saying is not like far-fetched to be like what she lying at, because she's showing you the text of me telling them this, going through this, telling them how she, still gonna be down with him no matter what. And
damn, that's crazy, man.
So that's what make that like real fucked up. And that's why she's so fucked up about it, because she was willing to still ride out with you through the situation, but you still fucking with other people, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why she's so adamant about, putting it out there that, this dude moving that way, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's so fucked up about the whole matter.
Well, like, I want to be with the nigga who I got AIDS from?
Yeah, she was like, more like we could ride.
Nobody else can't have him.
I mean, fuck, I'm sharing something with you that, that's fucked my life up, and it's because of you. And at the end of the day, I'm still willing to rock out with you. Fuck, we fucked up. Why not be together now? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's me and you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, with this shit now, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't go give it to nobody else, or don't go, she don't want you to share it.
I'm strapping up with these other people.
Yeah, but still that shit bust, man. Condoms bust all the time, like, you know what I'm saying? And they tell you.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't give a fuck who gave it to me. I wouldn't want to have nothing to do with the person no more. That's what I would think.
She said she loved him.
Love don't live anymore. Come on.
This nigga is stupid, bro. But yeah, that's the serious matter. But
Dude, all this been in shambles the last 72, boy. You didn't see the fight that nigga put up in the club?
With who? With BJ So Cold or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. He was whipping somebody. He was whipping somebody.
That's another world, man. Let's move on from that. Hey, but look,
This nigga is stupid.
the raw shit
man.
that I couldn't believe that happened in the city is little brother went to work on the river and they can't find him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. I put a post up about that today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, somebody like help the family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least get some closure on what happened or what's going on. It's still a loved one. They don't know where he at, what's going on with him, if he was pushed or he jumped or whatever may be the case. If somebody knows something, like just kind of at least get a family some type of relief. But I think that they're threatened with the jobs to being like, if you do anything on social media, you know, or we find out that you saying anything about this particular situation like that, you know, they automatically getting fired. So I just think people not trying to jeopardize their own, you know, livelihood for the, you know, kind of help somebody else get some clarity or understanding on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We probably wouldn't hear the actual factual on that until they got a whole new crew out there. You know what I'm saying?
Who said that he fell in the water? I went in the water. Who even said that? Like, they say he was missing. Like, so who? I'm saying, what happened to come to the conclusion that he was at work?
Well, they were saying that they saw his cigarettes and some things like that that was sitting on the boat. I mean, he had a fresh pack of cigarettes on the boat. You know, I guess his vest or whatever like that stuff was sitting somewhere where they saw it.
Oh, okay.
And he was on boat because according to people, they saying that, you know, when you're getting on the boat, you got to come through a security person.
Yeah. Quick car roll that bit.
So they understood that he was there.
Turnstile.
But never. So when there's a time on a boat where he do whatever he do, then he kind of get this break for a certain amount of time. In the break time, they was like, you know, niggas go do their own thing. They got little cubby holes and different little things where people may go and chill and hide out or lay low for a little minute. So they said they went and looked in all those spots and he wasn't there, but he never checked off the boat because he never went back through security check to get off the boat. So they know that.
And his cigarettes and shit still was there.
And his shit was there. So they looking like, you know, so, you know, they talked about, you know, suicidal thoughts, suicidal actions or whatever. And it was like, nah, he wasn't on that type of time. Like everybody out here kind of got issues and problems. Everybody deal with they little habits and fetishes that they deal with, but nobody detected that, you know, he was in a place where he will commit suicide. So the only other thing, you know what I'm saying? So people like breaking all these different things down to being like, did somebody push him off or whatever may be the case, you know, and you know, that's kind of like where it's at. But it lead that family in shambles to a level of like, what really happened to my people? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, you've been on a boat, you worked on boats. Do they have cameras and things on the boat? Or?
Yeah, some of them boats got cameras, but I know one thing, big brother, ain't got no motherfucking job on the boat to where it's a one-man crew. You know what I'm saying? So the immediate people that he was working with, they gotta know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Right. They gotta know what happened. You got a person running the boat, you know what I'm saying? And so you gotta know what happened. And for them people ain't saying it. And another thing about these boat companies, dog, it's billion-dollar businesses. I'm talking about safety, men overboard, and all this. Nigga, this is top priority. And they gonna go the extra mile. They gonna go the extra, boy, something hit that water, they going the extra mile to find you. So all that strange that this dude ain't getting that same proper treatment that I know that everybody done got my whole life. I've been working on the river since 2005. Seen so many niggas got lost, went overboard, smashed by barges, all kind of shit. Boy, them people, that's a priority. And for they ain't having no commentary about nothing, just nothing, no whereabouts, to give a nigga no information. That's strange alone right there.
Well, you know, they say also the people that was kind of saying that when you don't say, I seen them jump or seen them fall, the people that come out, the rescue people, whatever, don't just move off the strength of saying, like, you have to say, I saw him fall or I saw him jump, you know, or saw him get pushed. So when they don't say that, they got to have at least 48 hours before they can even bring out the crew, you know what I'm saying, to do that. So after 40, if you're in the water and you telling me it's going to take 48 hours for you to bring out a rescue crew to even see me, I could be in Mississippi somewhere about now.
That shit sound good, man. That shit don't, but I don't know who said that, but nigga, if me and you in the middle of the motherfucking river and we ain't nothing around us but motherfucking water, and I go to the bathroom and I come back, nigga, and you ain't nowhere to be found. I ain't seen you jump off this motherfucker push. I know you ain't on this bitch. What else could you be?
Right. Yeah.
You understand?
That's what I'm
like,
saying. It's
like
the
where else
logic
could
of
you
it.
be?
If we checked everywhere on the boat and we don't see the man, like it's automatically that he not here, and he didn't get off the boat. So
that might be black and white. It go like that, but that shit don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, and also at this time right now, that little brother missing off the boat. This one of the crucialest times on the river. You know what I'm saying? It be having these certain seasons, certain years from high up north, be freezing and shit. So it's high river right now. I'm talking about, brother, if a nigga fall on the Hill P Long Bridge right now in the water, nigga be by the GNO and talking about like 45 seconds. Seconds. 45 seconds, you'll be down there. From the Hill P Long to the GNO. Right now, if a nigga falling there right now, it's 17, 18 foot river right now. That shit going, man. That shit is going.
Right. Yeah.
So a 48 hour, man, you can fall and river run downstream. So you fall anywhere right there, man, you heading to the Gulf. You know what I'm saying? 48 hours later, man.
Right.
Nah, man.
It just don't bring no closure to,
Damn, that's strong.
To the family members, because it's still like if you can say that, yeah, he did fall, he did jump, at least you will understand what's going on. But with him just totally not there and y'all don't have no words for him, like it's almost like, what the fuck happened? Like, you know what I'm saying? Did he get past the fucking twit people and just get off, or what happened? Like, you just totally lost with it, like, and it don't bring no closure to you to being like, with no understanding.
That's like I said, that's the most crucial part, brother. Like, they take that shit serious, man. And far as I'm talking about, man, I see these people pay for funerals. You know what I'm saying? They take it that far. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they take it far, and for a nigga not to be getting that treatment, that's the biggest red flag. Like, it's something going on that ain't right. Cause, like I said, bro, them people go all the way, man. It's so much shit come from that shit, lawsuits and all kinds of shit, bro. But something ain't right. I just can't see homie can't come on missing. And they said that, and then I had seen some shit like what a job was trying to, get the people off the premises type shit. Like,
Right.
I'm like, damn, like they handling them like there was some unheard of shit.
Well, I guess whatever boat they was working on, that got moved out. Like, so it ain't even the same boat that's there right now. You know what I'm saying? So whatever investigation you're gonna do, it ain't can't be on that. You know what I'm saying? Because that one not there no more. So it's crazy, bro. But you know what I'm saying? What could we do? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, especially if you ain't got the money to pay for these high profile lawyers to kind of put pressure on them to make things happen a certain kind of way. I don't even know where that fall at in lawsuit like side of it, because we don't actually know nothing. Like, meaning like we don't know fell, left, got off. We don't know nothing to have to give you the probable cause of what really went down to pay you on, because you know what I'm saying, it's still in the air. Like, did he get off? Did he just leave? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they be done paid you, and then 5 years later, nigga pop up.
Right, nobody don't want to go through hurt. So I get it, like you saying. Like, so that was an important thing you said about the closure, because nobody don't want to go through hurt. But I guess it soothes you to know somewhat what happened. You know what I'm saying? Because it triggered all the way down to the funeral. Like, nigga having a funeral with a casket with nothing in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the hardest. That's the hardest thing to do, like to hold a funeral and ain't nobody nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you'll probably most likely do a memorial for that person, because why have a casket with nobody anyway? You can just have
That's what I'm saying. That's the hardest shit to deal with, because you ain't sending your people all the traditional way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. So, but I it would put closure on them to be like, well, we know he fell in the water, or whatever may be the case. Right. So now we can put some closure on that and at least give him a memorial and rest in peace from that perspective of it. You know what I'm saying? Besides just like, we don't even know what the fuck happened. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So, oh no, I get that. I ain't look at it like that. So in other words, also not knowing what even happened, we shouldn't even do a memorial, because we don't even know if he dead or not.
We don't know. Now,
why that take you at, big brother?
It take me. It take me to nigga like mental like you know, this is mental health month, bro, you know what I'm saying? And you know, just judging off of social media and the shit that people doing and going through and things of that nature, man, a lot of us, and when I say a lot, I mean the majority of us is really dealing with some mental health issues, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in this day and time, bro, you know what I'm
And
saying?
don't know it though?
Some may know it, but some don't. You know what I'm saying? You know, people quick to laugh and ridicule other people, but knowing that they got issues too. You know what I'm saying? I think one of the major things that would make me think a nigga got mental health when you got a nerve to speak on somebody or talk about somebody knowing that you deal with the same situation, like, but ridiculing them in the mix of it. Like, that's gotta be, you gotta be a little throw or fucked up mentally to be able to do that, because in this day and time and the climate that we in right now, bro, it ain't nothing but for another person to know anything about you to expose you on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It could be your best friend, people that you can find and feel like, you know, I could tell this person, my mama, I could tell this person, you just like, man, all kind of people like looking for likes and attention and things of that nature. So your secret is not really a secret when somebody else know. The only time you can have a secret in this world is if you're the only person that know that happened. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's pretty much the only way that you can really say I got a secret right now. Because if it's somebody else that share that same secret, it's not really a secret. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody else know, and it's just a matter of time or something that may happen that provoke them to bring it out. You pissing them off, them can't live with themselves and want their own little freedom of want the weight off them, so they confess to it and bring you into it, things of that nature. So there's a lot of different ways that these so-called secrets come out. You know what I'm saying? So when I say I think that a lot of people dealing with mental health because a lot of people be knowing that they got these quote unquote what we would call secrets that's out there that they feeling like, man, you know what I'm saying? It just, you know, I just hope my shit never surface or come out to the public, and you know, and throughout the time of trying to live with those secrets, you know what I'm saying? You're dealing with shit mentally, like, you know what I'm saying? Which have you off balance and fucked up, like, you know what I'm saying, in a lot of ways. So, you know,
I can see that. I can see that being. I can see that being. I don't know, bro. I don't.
You don't see it as mental health. You just see it as what?
No, I can see it as mental health. I just don't be using them words. I guess that's the proper words for it. I just be like, man, yeah, motherfucker, crazy. So I guess
crazy
that'd be the word. Because I would think that what you saying, like, man, if I know this about myself, I would talk about everything other than that about that person if I know that about myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that gotta be some fucking.
Yeah, you gotta be a little bit fucked up about, like, mentally, like to be able to laugh and ridicule and even talk about people's lives like that when you know that, especially when you can apply that same thing to your own life. You dealing with that, or you going through somewhat the same situation that person may be going through, and then got a nerve to joke and laugh about what they going through. You know what I'm saying? You know, so yeah, in this day and time, like, you know, a lot of that's going on, like, you know what I'm saying, to where that makes me think that a lot of people dealing with some mental shit way more than was talked about on the surface of their lives, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think a lot of people go through shit, but I just don't think everything that a nigga go through is mental health issues.
Not everything. Because some things you know how to cope with and deal with that ain't got you mentally fucked up. Like, you just know, hey, I got to deal with this. I got to face this. This is a problem. It's an issue. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not a mental health issue, but I'm just saying, like, you know, what I consider mental health is when you just out the box with how you think about certain things or deal with certain things. You know what I'm saying? I just think that, like you said, the common word that we would use for it is, man, that nigga crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? And how many times have you seen things that just come on social media that you be like, man, nigga fucking crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that girl crazy for the way she dealing with that or handling that.
It just like, I just like, man, nigga gotta know the Instagram not real. And nigga, when I be saying that, nigga not saying every single thing on Instagram not real. You gotta detect and you know, you gotta handpick what's real and what's not. I'm not talking about, man, listening to no nigga talk on a podcast. That nigga's talking, that's real. You know what I'm saying? But a person saying, like you saying a certain thing about somebody when you know, like, man, they got talk that you supposed to have that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you gotta have mental health issues, bro.
Yeah, but you know, it's crazy, bro, because we could see some people crash out on social media. Like, nobody's checking on they friends like the proper way, bro. Like they could see their friends flashing out a certain kind of way, and they still not trying to get them help or cope. Trying to get them like, look, bro, stay off the fucking social media, like, you know what I'm saying, like, or whatever. Like they just kind of letting them, just do what the fuck they doing, like, you know what I'm saying, without really giving them the help that they really need. Like, you know what I'm saying? People making, mockery of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen niggas, acting like as if they coming to help somebody on something, but at the same time exposing them to.
That's what Keith Carroll was doing. On what Keith Carroll was doing. I fuck with Vine, but I remember when you said I had it and see this and see that. Right. But I fuck with it. Where you at? Like, man, this shit just crazy, man. I don't know what to say about a lot of that shit. I just know that you gotta take accountability, man. Like whatever you getting yourself into, you gotta take accountability, and that's just what it is, man. But I know Instagram has fucked the nigga up, and social media has fucked the nigga up so much. The shit that before all this shit, that attention and views get you some money. Before all this shit, nigga go out their way to hide everything that we is in the rush to put on there right now. Right. Cause that's what get a nigga on. Like she came out and said that that's what's going on. Man, she fucking around and been a millionaire off of this and got all kind of deals and aid and sex pills. We need you to be a spokesman, the face of this and this and this. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that shit be going, man. That's how that shit be going.
Some people just are more transparent than others. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day. So sometimes what we would say, damn, she crazy or he crazy for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Just like, nah, man, I'm just a little bit more transparent than
Nah,
you.
Man, that motherfucker most transparent. Because when you cut that man, real talk, when you cut that motherfucking camera off, none of that shit real life hit you. When you cut that motherfucking live off, after you went transparent, you trick yourself. Now you got your kids to look in their face. You got your mama, nigga. You got your sister. You got to deal with nobody don't be around you. Nobody don't want to drink off the cup in your house with you. Nobody don't want to use that fork. Nobody, man, come on, man. Come on, man. Nah, that transparent shit, that shit sound good for Instagram, boy. As soon as you hang that shit up, it's game time. And what I just say, all that shit is real.
How hard you think it is for a person to be able to just speak on something that's so degrading in the eyes of other people? Like how
attention driven. That's why you were saying that shit is money now. You know what I'm saying? That's getting paid. You said you always say that's the new money.
Yeah, attention is the new money, like for people, like but I don't know, like like I say,
because it's not doing you nothing to be transparent or not. You got the same feeling. Is what I'm saying. When you go on this bitch and cut this bitch off, you got the same feeling. You say I was transparent, man. I was organic. When you cut that bitch off, it's different.
But when you trying to like bring awareness about a particular person or situation on a thing, that's where your transparency supersedes, like to a level of being like, my mission is so much to expose this person that fucked over me or did me bad to where that's why I gotta be transparent with the people so that they can understand, first of all, what happened to me and how I became victim of the whole situation. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, transparency do plays a part when your mission is to
I'm not killing myself to try to kill another nigga. I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to kill another nigga to kill myself in the process of killing the nigga. What I'm killing the nigga for if I'm killing myself? That's just me.
Yeah, but I'm confused on you're not killing yourself. You just...
No, you're saying the transparency, like to expose this person, she got to throw herself under the bus. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Right. So to kill him, I got to kill myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
I'm not going to, in order enough for you to expose him and make it believable, I got to throw myself in there. He did it to me. I got it.
Right.
That nigga ain't worth me exposing. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to.
Right. I'm not going to give my business up to expose somebody else's business in so many ways.
Not on that level.
Right.
To be transparent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't got that motherfucking much transparency in the world.
Would you think that's a mental health issue? Can depression, because depression is a form of mental health as well. Some people get so depressed, like, what I'm saying? That girl was saying that, at times she wanted to kill herself. You know what I'm saying?
That shit should. I mean, not should. That shit would make it do that, bro. Ain't no coming back from that shit, bro. And at the expense of somebody else. Nah, I get it, man. Yeah. I get it. I don't think that's no mental health, nothing. That's real life.
Yeah, but it still deals with your mental health. Like, meaning, like I say, like if you get to a level of depression, that's mental health, like the issue, like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's in your head that I'm the only one dealing with this. I can't live like this. Like you start being in your own head, giving yourself your own answers. Like, when we're in a day and time where you can live with it, because they do have things that can make you undetectable in this day and time. You're not going to die like somebody would have died 30 years ago from catching this same thing. So we're in a different, time where you can live with something that person 30 years ago couldn't live with because they didn't have these things in place. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, like, you get in your own head to a level to where you get so depressed. That's a mental issue that you're dealing with, that's dealing with your health. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you can stress yourself out to a level where you lose weight, where you lose health, where you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of different things come in with.
I just think that, brother, social media, like I say, man, it don't hold that much weight to a nigga to be transparent, because you're just tricking yourself. So instead of your media people knowing who know, and they could fucking critique you and say shit behind your back and all that, until you saying that to the world. Now it's people saying what they want from all over. You see what I'm saying? It's like you're trying to be transparent, but you're hurting yourself even more, because not everybody got.
They understand your business, but with you being transparent to a level, say for instance there was
we wouldn't have knew about this if that shit wouldn't have hit social media.
I'm glad you said that. So with you saying that, say for instance they had a girl that just got a dude number and was talking to him. They never been on no level, never got sexual or nothing, but she just commuting with him. He's not a bad looking dude. She thinking like, damn, oh, that's you, that's dude. All right, I got his number. I'm talking on the phone with him, and now this business done came out. That fucking person probably like, man, thank you.
That's the bullet.
Yeah, because if this girl wouldn't have never said this, I probably would have been going with the move the same way anybody else would have went, because I didn't know. But with her bringing awareness about the situation and what happened, she could have dodged the bullet from that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And a few other people that may have been entertaining or talking or even desiring and want that person. They got people that may like you from a distance and just waiting for the right moment to go with the move to try to get close to you, get on you, whatever. Guys or females, like just waiting for that angle where they can strike or go with their move on it. But they've been liking you, been looking at your Instagram, been looking at you, and then just waiting for that moment. And then this information come out, that'll make you be like, I'm glad this person kind of put this out there, because I was like really after this person, or really trying to get with this person. So yeah, I'm just trying to show that there's a good side to it, even though it may have the bad issues as well. Like, you threw yourself under the bus, but you might have also helped a lot of other people dodge that bullet, like, you know what I'm saying, in the mix of that. And you already got it, and you already dealing with it. So what the fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? I got it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, some other people
I got it, so just help everybody else not. I want to help everybody else not get it.
Well, yeah, right.
Yeah, I get it.
And then they got people that know too. That know, and like I say, if that secret is not just something that you living with and only you know, then somebody else knows. So it's really out there. It just wasn't broadcasted, but people probably been talking and saying stuff, and all that could be getting under your skin as time, like, because it'd be like, man, I heard, and then you like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna tell you what it is. I'm tired of living under this fucking rock, like, you know what I'm saying, to a level, and I'm saving this person, from. And he doing it to buku other people, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm already a victim of this shit, man. Let me just put this shit out there. I'm just tired of, like, it is what it is, and I'm just live with it and go from there. Who fuck with me, who don't. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying?
Right. That's crazy, man, because I didn't heard something like a nigga in jail, like, just conversating, just heard like a nigga people feeling like, man, I'm going to die out there with it, or I'm going to die in jail with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, damn, that's a fucked up way to think. You know what I'm saying? You got a life from doing that shit. But that's how nigga was feeling. Like, the nigga who going around doing that shit and not telling people. You know what I'm saying? That's how nigga was saying the nigga was feeling. Like, I'm going to die out here from it, or I'm going to die in jail from it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a nigga carrying it on like, I'm not my bad. I'm not telling them motherfucker if I get caught up, I'm already dying. You know what I'm saying? We get caught up from fucking with somebody with it. And I'm like, damn, bro, that's the attitude nigga got from nigga feeling like, man, nigga fuck my life up, nigga rob me. You know what I'm saying? So I was just saying that because some people, everybody don't just make it, everybody don't just take the route of just helping somebody with it. You know what I'm saying?
Like they hurt people, you know, because they say hurt people. So somebody fucked over me, so I'm only doing the same thing that was done to me to other people. Fuck it, you know what I'm saying? And it comes from embarrassment as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just more like, you know, I'm embarrassed to even face it, but I still want to live a life like I want to live. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of cheeky and fucked up, like in a lot of ways. But that's the world we live in, bro. And that's why it's so serious that people got to be so, move a certain kind of way and get checked in my charts and what's your like they gotta. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's the fucking damn time when we're not in the old days no more to where the worst you can get is gonorrhea. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's just not that damn time no more. Like, we getting shit now that can cost you your life, so you got to move in that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, so it is what it is, bro. I'm going to move on, you know what I'm saying, because they got something else that's burning in the world right now, and I just want to get your opinion on it. You know, Puff is in court, you know, starting today, Cinco de Mayo.
That boy's trial started on Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo, the 5-5.
5-5. Damn. Hey, but I know one thing about that boy Diddy shit. I don't know, man. Like, these kids, dog, state and federal, just people who been going through this shit, man. That shit been taking forever, years and years and years. Man, that boy going to trial quick shit. And I think
you think it's quick? You think it's quick?
Yeah, that's like speedy trial like tactics. You know what I'm saying? Like, it like force you, like, we're not about to give you forever. If you got it, come on with it. And you know what I'm saying? Whatever you got in this time frame, come on with it. And if you got it, you got it. So fucking write that shit quick, man. You know, Young Thug, YNW Melly, and all these people, man. These people got stretches in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Right. Before they even got time to, you know. Shit, you know.
He got that kind of money, like to push the needle, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it rolling if we're gonna roll. And he was offered a plea deal. And
Turn it down.
Yeah, you know. So I'd be wondering, you know what they got on him. A lot of people, you know, was saying that, you know, when they raided his house, they didn't raid his house to fuck over him. They raided his house to get the information on other people that could fuck over them. Like, meaning, like, the things that you got that can incriminate me, we come to confiscate that and get that out of your presence so that don't get brought up in trial, things of that nature. We want to control the narrative of who get exposed and who don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's mainly what that's about. So I'm thinking, like, with him not taking a plea, you know what I'm saying? Like, his lawyers got to be telling him something, like, to a level of, like, they don't have enough, you know what I'm saying? And I think the Cassie thing, you know what I'm saying, like, that's going on with Cassie being, you know, they're going to use her footage. Like, they say that's going to be acceptable to be used. You know, that might make him look, you know, violent to a level, but all the things that the trafficking and the other things that they're trying to sink him on, that have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if that's the monster you're going to paint me as a woman abuser to that level, like, you know, if that's the worst that's gonna come from it, that's already been out there. Go ahead and bring it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know, the whole thing is to get past the shit that y'all trying to convict me on, and y'all really not trying to convict me on what I did to Cassie. Is more like these other victims that, you know, these sex trafficking and making people have sex, you know, against their will. That's mainly what y'all trying to convict me on.
That's what that's the main thing right now.
Yeah, that's pretty much the main thing. Like, you know what I'm saying. But like I said, the laws have changed so much to where you fly a girl from one state to another state and y'all just have sex. That's sex trafficking, like, in this day and time. Like, it's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the normal shit that's been going on.
Well, how she supposed to get here?
I know. We gonna have sex, like, we dating. We we interested in. It's just crazy. It's like, it's normal shit. Like, you know, the same shit I would do in a regular club. Walk in, meet somebody, boom. you know, if I drive her there, that's traffic. I mean, you know, like if I get her to come to my hotel and
You local traffic.
pretty much, you know what I'm saying? But it's the same concept. So I meet somebody in the state, I go back home, and then I say, well, come out here, whatever. So if I had sex with the person in the state that I met him, and then when I go back home and I get her to come there, now the same act that I did in the state becomes illegal because I had sex with her in another state.
You cross state lines.
That's just stupid, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I can't see how they could really convict somebody on being
I was
consensual.
good in Texas, but I ain't good though.
But it's consensual, bro. It's something it's two adults that's saying, I agree to do something. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I agree to do something, then where the law have been broken at? Like, because we had sex, that broke the law. Right. Like, you know, it's just it's tricky to me. Like, maybe I don't know enough about the law to even speak on it from that perspective. But that's my understanding of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You flew somebody in to have sex with them, and that's considered
like saying sometimes the law not logic, huh?
Fuck, man. Like, it's not, like, you know what I'm saying, because it's in black and white, but it's the way that they word the shit and the way that they put it to a level would make it legal or illegal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and if you go up there and say the wrong words, a lawyer could beat you up with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or for you just say, you know, they ask you questions like, so you flew her in. You agree? Yeah. And y'all had sex.
Is it safe to say? Let me be setting you up.
Is it safe to say that y'all had sex? Yeah. Sex trafficking. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Fact.
And it's like, so they break that shit up to be like, you flew her in, so you crossed the line.
Correct.
And y'all did have sex, right? It's safe to say that, right?
Right.
We did.
Lock them up.
Lock them up. It's done. You know what I'm saying, bro? So, you know, and all she got to be is like, I didn't really want to do nothing when I came to his house.
20 years.
Life gone, bro.
Damn, that's how. Hey, but look.
And that's what's so scary and fucked up about it, because it could be, it was all agreed upon at one time.
Hey,
but
look.
you get a bag and the story didn't change.
One of the things that you said though, and I had seen like a title or a caption with the same shit about denied the plea, right?
The
like
what?
the denied the plea deal.
Right.
But nigga, like, they always leave out like see, the small details be the very, very important big details.
Right.
Without knowing the number of the plea deal. You see what I'm saying? You left that out, but that's the most important thing. Yeah, we need to know the number of the plea deal that he turned down. Because if a nigga turned down 60, you see what I'm saying? Like, why I wouldn't try to fight? You see what I'm saying?
I'm not going to just take 60.
And they do that to us on some psychological shit. Talking about posting shit like that or coming up with that. And no, we need to know the number.
Right.
Because if a nigga turned down 6 months, nigga looking like, damn, fucking right, I would have turned down 6 months too, because the shit that you saying that all out I did, it don't carry 6 months. You ain't got nothing on me. We need to know the number.
Yeah, right. Instead of just saying he denied, the plea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A$AP Rocky denied it too.
Yeah, right.
Because you trying to get me murder for 6 months. Ain't nobody getting no fucking 6 months for no attempt murder.
Right.
Man, I'm
gonna
beat this. You're not offering me 6 months on no attempt murder. That's unheard of. You ain't got nothing on me.
But in trial, if he got found guilty, 25 years.
You know what I'm saying? And he came home.
I know.
They handling it.
Right, but I'm just saying, if he would have got found guilty.
Nigga not even getting to that part if I found guilty. If you had somewhat to even have me guilty a little bit, man, you don't think you would give me a 5 or a 10? Right. 6 months, 180 days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's the time that they gave him that made him say, nah.
Man, no, it did. See,
right.
and that's what
now
you're doing.
Looking for, y'all thinking that I'm just going to plead out to that just to, you know what I'm saying, to get it over with.
We got a free 6 months, man, free conviction.
And they got the conviction, yeah, on this belt. That's crazy, bro.
So we need to know the deal. We need to know the number that Puff with the plea. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's
important.
It don't even matter now because it's trial.
That's what I'm saying.
Time. You know what I'm saying? So, it's trial time and
first day.
Yeah, so I guess, later we'll be knowing more like, pretty much how this went. And
oh yeah, we're gonna cover this shit here.
All the way through.
I always say he was coming home. I said it first on this, but I always say he was coming home off this shit.
Yeah. I never knew. I
think you said you thought it was over for him.
I still
I just wanted the jokes. I don't know if you say that.
I probably said it. Because You know, I just think that, and it's, I mean, you know, I'm into the conspiracy side of it. And the conspiracy side of the reason why I would think it's over is because I just think that they wanted to break them all the way down because of, you know, the big dogs that he beefing with or got eyes with, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, and they gonna try to throw you away because of you challenged them, you know what I'm saying? And they felt like you was, you know, out your league, and they gonna really try to, like, you know, throw the book at you if they could. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, judging off the people that he was dealing with, I just felt like, you know, they might try to throw Puff away, like, you know what I'm saying?
Now, at certain times, I was saying that how that video stuck in motherfuckers' head, and that's a crucial part to play with the jury's mind. Playing that Cassie video.
If this thing was going out, if this case was solely around just Cassie's situation and that's what he in jail for, then I would probably be saying, you know, he gonna get thrown away from that footage or whatever. But I'm with knowing that that's not even the biggest thing that they trying to like use against him to give him his time. I don't see that as being.
You think he would have got thrown away for that? If that's what he would have just been sold in jail for that?
If he was the only, if Cassie's situation was the only situation that he was up against, it was just between him and Cassie and her suing him, and that's what he in jail about. I felt like that would have created.
I think we got like a 20 piece.
Still
Down. I don't think he would have got thrown away.
He threw away with 20 at his age.
Oh yeah, I didn't think of that.
At his age, like a 20 piece of his back. Yeah, he's done. You know what I'm saying? What he coming out? You know, 78 years old, 70.
I don't know. That was a Photoshop, man. That nigga looked great.
With the gray hair, but I don't know. It's hard to tell today. I can't tell what's real no more. Like, for as if this really him or not. Fuck, you be seeing the little AI shit when they be having the stars as babies, and you know what I'm saying, look good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, why they can't make a nigga look like he 80 years old if they wanted to? You know what I'm saying? So it's just hard to tell.
Nigga had a star as a baby.
Who?
You saying like should they be doing? How they do that?
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
They make the, you know, I know it's AI generated, but I'm just saying if they can make the stars look like a baby, and you could tell who they is, who's saying I can't make you look 80, and you could tell who they are. You know what I'm saying? So it's just hard to tell. It's just people doing everything for attention and, like I say, likes and you know, people comments and things of that nature. So Puff got enough money in there, like, you know, to get his hair dyed as much as he want, trimmed up. You know, damn near same lifestyle. Like, except you can't just fly a jet to move around. But for his catering too, I'm quite sure, you know, he can get anybody in the best barber and the fucking thing cutting Puff hair. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Need 1,000 bottles just for men in this bitch.
Whatever, you can get it. You know what I'm saying? Guards, everything, probably, like, you know, at his big and call, like, for whatever you need. Like, I don't think dude was in the you know, fucked up like that, like, you know what I'm saying, to where you can't move, you know, get things that he
that's want. That's really the little woo when a nigga go to jail, man. They don't give a fuck about that. The cleanest niggas, like, man, we living, we wilding out. Niggas look like wolves in this bitch. Nigga don't give a fuck. However your natural shit grow, your natural state grow. You know what I'm saying? Like you.
Yeah, I'm not trying to impress nobody. Right. Ain't got no females like that in here, you know.
Bitch, you ain't getting no bald head, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Every 2-3 days, like a nigga free.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't. I bet you be George Jefferson like a mother.
6 months, you might be braiding the side.
George Jefferson like a butter, like I told you. George Jefferson like a butter.
You might have flats coming out the door.
Yeah. Nothing on the top.
Nothing on the top.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's my style.
Nigga wild, and then nigga don't give a fuck about that, man.
With, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, bro. Like I said, I still wish the best for Puff if he worthy of the best. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I wish him the best if he's worthy of the best. Meaning, if he's not the monster that they created him to be, come on. But if you are the monster that they saying you deserve, you know what I'm saying? Whatever comes.
Right. Hey, just laughing about like nigga be in jail, like you ain't cutting your hair like that. I be like, man, I'm good that I'm a nigga who got a bald head from the rip. You know what I'm saying? Cause man, I'm talking about they be having niggas in that bitch with dreads and braids and shit. Mm-hmm. You come in that bitch like and you, like, you know, sometimes them dreads and them braids be serving certain niggas' features. And boy, when you get through that bitch, they skin ball your shit.
Your nigga
nigga look like a pickle head. Right. You heard me? Like, boy. No, indeed, like Lord.
A plucked duck.
Boy, you look like a fucking dickhead. One nigga cut them dreads, boy, you look like a dickhead. Before we get out here, big brother, and this the realest shit, brother, because I be saying that shit a lot, but every time I be seeing people out, I get that reminder like, man, I appreciate it, man. I fuck with that podcast, nigga. I'm a trucker. You get me through the night, this and that. I be hearing that shit all the time. So I want to say that, though. I appreciate them people, though, because a nigga don't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, a nigga don't know a nigga from nowhere but this podcast, and it's something legal, and nigga not naive till we got motion, you know what I'm saying? Right. And the motion come from the people fucking with us, so that's why a nigga gotta salute them people, because
they make a difference.
Nigga don't have to do that. And I be saying the same thing for some of the big peers and some of the big people, even if a nigga got some connection or some towards them to where, man, we could contact you and fuck with the podcast. You know what I'm saying? And niggas don't do that. That's why the small people matter, bro, because the biggest niggas don't give you a layup. You don't even got to be in the same lane with them. There's so many people that come through this city, my nigga, on a daily, that if we were to get them on the podcast, it is up. I don't know why the niggas don't get a layup. And that be a part of a nigga drive too, because it's not that when a nigga speak like this, a nigga looking for a handout, and that's the only way a nigga gonna make it. Right. But nigga, it's obvious to see, like, damn, why? I don't know, bro, like, why niggas don't do it.
I'm confused on that matter too, because sometimes, I understand that when there's a competition level of being like we doing the exact same thing, so maybe you don't want to help me excel over you faster by throwing something my way that might, put me there quicker than you. But if it's not in the same lane and you can help, it's like they got artists that they rap and they do music, but we do podcasting right now, and that ain't hurting you to help us, go up if you got the relationships with some people that we may not have that relationship with. Like if I got a relationship with you, your relationship should be like, man, I'm gonna throw such and such your way because, this could help y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that, a lot of people just, like keeping the foot on the neck type thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I had to find my way. It goes back to what we was talking about earlier that, nigga ain't do it for me, so why should I do it for you? You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's that type of mentality that, and it always be the people that not in position that will be willing to do it. You know what I'm saying? Meaning like, man.
Yeah, right.
Facts.
And you be looking like, damn, why them motherfuckers ain't up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because the game would be different if those type of people was in position. You know what I'm saying? But it always look like other motherfuckers be in position that don't see it the same way as the smaller people sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So, I never get that, never understand it. I've been throwing alley hoops all my life to people. Even when I was doing music, and I felt like this would be a good merge together, or a good feature together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, like, man, you should do a song with such and such and try to, do it for them. But, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just don't see the shit the same. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's true. And like, I know niggas say that to give niggas the benefit of the doubt, to make the point that you were saying when a nigga not in the same lane, so you give nigga the benefit of the doubt by saying if a nigga was in the same lane, right? That's a nigga you giving the benefit of the doubt to. But I don't even do that, big brother, because I don't understand that method neither, because if you is in the lane with me and I could turn you on to something, you might have something about you that make you go all the way dumb that I'm not going all the way dumb yet, because the people don't even see me how they see you. They just don't know about you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if they don't see me like that and I feel like I'm capped out and I could put you on, then you go all the way up because they see you like that, what you think gonna happen to me?
You're gonna help bring me up.
You know what I'm saying?
You should.
So I don't understand that method either, even if we're in the same lane. That's why I don't be understanding niggas like GDP, right? Because, nigga, the same, it take a nigga like BG to expose a lot of that shit, because, like, nigga, it just went like that till BG had a viral moment on we had a viral moment along with BG on our channel by doing his first interview since he been free, when he said the little shit about Turk and all kind of other things, how he feel. Saying all that to say, the shit that BG said on our channel was some of the biggest shit that went viral. Right. You know what I'm saying? But niggas like GDP He don't post shit like that because he got that shit right there, that same lane shit, you know what I'm saying? Jealousy and envy to the public. So you one of them niggas who try to just linger on and throw a nigga up in your story and shit like that. But Drink Champs or Wallow and them, somebody do something, BG said, not even to the magnitude of the shit that he said on our podcast, but you won't throw us up, you know what I'm saying? And that's fake because the niggas that you doing that, Drink Champs you ain't calling Drink Champs to get $19, nigga, to get your grandma medicine. You calling me. Right. You know what I'm saying? But that shit fake, bro. And I'm here to tell you that shit phony, my nigga. You know how much big shit and shit that we did if a nigga wanted to cover something about BG? Because that first interview was so fucking impactful and so fucking straight to the point. It really seemed like BG just answering the shit over and over, the shit that we asked him anyway. So it ain't nothing epic, my nigga, that you go and get from Drink Champs or this and that and throw that up. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the nigga you calling for $19 and shit because the nigga ain't got no motherfucking money. But you'll try to put a nigga in your story and say, man, I fuck with you. Nah, man, you fake.
Yeah, I can feel you on that side of it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that's something that don't go unnoticed, like meaning like we see it, you know what I'm saying? Like I see people that do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen 5 Star, you know what I'm saying? He'll grab a piece and put it up, like if you like it, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that everything we do that you need to be covering it, but I'm quite sure throughout all the durations of podcasting that we did, all the guests that we didn't have.
Man, I don't give a fuck if we ain't, nigga, we fucking did all local jokers, nigga, we got everybody, nigga, from the ballroom. Only nigga we interviewed with niggas from the ballroom. Nigga, you got a platform and that nigga who was interviewing everybody at the ballroom, nigga, gave you money, nigga, to that limit, nigga, to get medication for your grandmother, nigga, you'll post him up. I wouldn't give a fuck if he got all bums on there, nigga, because he came through at a time like that. If you asking a nigga for $19, nigga, a nigga who in the same lane with you that you call yourself slick side don't fuck with, if you ask that nigga to give that nigga that power over you for me to even be saying this right now, nigga, you really needed $19, nigga. So don't be doing all that whole shit, because that shit fake, and I'm fucking with niggas like that.
Right, I get you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Totally understand you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't saying nothing wrong.
And some niggas will get on the podcast and that's cool, nigga. But and that be the thing. Some niggas will be on the podcast and they don't do the layup because nigga feeling like, well, you got me on here. You know what I'm saying? But now that be the thing. Like nigga don't want to do nothing for you unless it's beneficial to them or they included. That's why nigga be like, damn, nah, I can't. I'm on this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I could get 40 more niggas through you on this bitch too that'll send us all the way through the roof. But you won't stop it. You want to stop it right there. Nah, man, fuck with a nigga the long way.
Yeah, don't cap me off, like, you know what I'm saying, by limiting me only to the access to you when you can give me access to other people through the relationships that you may have with them. Totally get it, bro. You ain't saying nothing wrong on that level, you know what I'm saying? And just like I said, there's no Rap Cap podcast. This is, you know what I'm saying, we gonna give it to you the realest way, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way we pretty much know how to do it, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, this some shit, that's a fact. Hey, some shit I gotta ask you because you got a daughter and then we gonna get it off here. Man, it had a chick. She had lived there and she going to her prom, right? So a nigga daughter going to prom, she get a designer lady $1,000 to have her prom dress ready. You know what I'm saying? So they pick it up the night before it's time for prom, bring the dress out there, and spent all this money on all kind of other shit to go to the prom. Amongst this $1,000, she spent $50 on the dress from Temu and kept the rest. What is a nigga? What is a nigga? Nigga telling their daughter to go to prom, or you telling her to wear that shit, gonna make the best out of it.
Me, as a father, nah, you know.
This is the day before, bitch.
She wouldn't go, you know, if she don't want to go. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So I'm gonna put it in that light. You know what I'm saying? We understand what happened, but if you don't like this dress and you feel like, nah, I'm not going, then I'm in agreement with that. But if you think I still won't go, regardless to the dress that I may have, I'm standing on the side of you, taking the same pictures, you know what I'm saying, and you know, I'm supporting you from that level. You know, it didn't come from my side of it. I did what I needed to do as your daddy, and your mama played the game, whatever may be the case. Mm-hmm. That's ugly, bro.
That's the dress.
She still went though, huh? Evidently, if she put it on.
I don't know.
evidently, she got it on. What you say? Woman says she paid $1,000 for a custom prom dress, but the designer allegedly bought a $50 dress. Yeah, I'm thinking you. See, I think I took it wrong. I took it more as I bought the dress and gave the money to my mama, and the mama played on her. She crying? She wouldn't have to go if she don't want to go, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I would be putting in a lawsuit to that designer. Like,
Facts.
you know what I'm saying? Just being honest, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm not going to go crash out and kill nobody behind it, but at the end of the day, that designer will be getting sued, you know? And if my daughter don't want to go, you know, she just don't. You know.
Man, God, boys, hustles out this bitch for the T-moves. God damn.
I wonder how they found out it came from, it might be just where they say it came from, you know what I'm saying? I wonder how they know that unless they saw it on the site or something like that.
You can look at that bitch.
I mean, it might be cheap. They might be saying it's a T-move type of material or whatever, but it might have got it from somewhere else. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if T-move sell them like that. I don't know.
Yeah, T-move sell them.
It's like in and every?
8 cargoes for $16. Talking about where nigga get you talking about where nigga get all them colors from? Where you get them colors from?
Right, yeah.
Bitch, I got 8 of them bitches off T-Move for $16.
I hear people like saying, you know, you must have got it from there. I never shopped there, so
I never got nothing. I don't know how that shit goes.
I don't know how the material.
I went on that bitch one day. That bitch had me playing all type of games.
I know what the circle is.
I can't fuck with it. Yeah. Man, it's no rap cap podcast. Real raw shit, man. You can't get this shit over the counter, man.
Yes,
be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, man. Become a member. I go by Gas the Realest.
I'm Mr. MEANA the Motivator, brother.
You already know what to watch.
Man, watch this, don't watch that other shit.
Yeah.
Boom.